Our names hold power and stories. They define us. How we recognize one another and our identity is encompassed in our names. There is power in naming people and things. It is a marking and a calling into being. We see evidence of this as we see parents pouring themselves over lists of names as they come to naming their baby. Throughout our lives, we will have many different names. Some of those might be nicknames that hold belonging and affection, and some of those names may hold pain and scars. The names that hold pain and scars can affect our identity and how we view ourselves. For example, if someone comes up to you and calls you a loser, and there's no one there to tell you that you indeed are not a loser, you will start to believe that you are a loser, and this will significantly affect your self-esteem. We need to find healing from the names that have caused us harm so that we can come alive to our true names and the confidence and identity that come with that. My name story is a radical story of transformation and discovery. My story begins in New Delhi, India, as a baby girl. The first names that were associated with me were desolate and orphan. When I was a few months old, I was dropped off by an unknown person, and I lived in that orphanage for the first year of my life. When I was 1, I was adopted by a family here in the United States, and they gave me the name Jennifer, an American name. At school, people shortened my name from Jennifer to Jenny. But the irony of my parents giving me this name is that they never actually called me by this. They called me the Thing and an It, and other cruel names. These names shaped how I felt about myself, and they hindered my confidence. It made me question if I was worthy of love and my existence. The good news is that my story doesn't stop there. A handful of years ago, a friend asked if they could see a picture of me as a baby girl. And I said, yes, I have proof that I am the cutest Indian baby you will ever see. So as I was looking through a book with a few photos, I came across this picture. This is me. The thing that stuck out to me about this picture is that it had my American name on it, but the date was still when I was in the orphanage. I wondered how that could be. So I took the picture out to look at it a little closer, and I happened to flip it over. And on the back, it said, "They call her Sandhya in the nursing home hospital." That's my name. I didn't know how to say it, so I ran to a computer and I put it into Google Translate. And I kept hearing it over and over, Sandhya, Sandhya. A little while later, I got curious. What does Sandhya mean? So I looked it up, and it actually means to connect darkness to light and a lower power to a higher power. I was in awe. I started to invite friends to call me Sandhya, and over time I experienced healing. And as I experienced healing, I realized that I came to a point of acceptance that my family who had adopted me, who had disowned me when I turned 18, I didn't want to share that last name anymore. I wanted to move on and move forward. This healing propelled me to consider changing my whole name legally. But I wondered, how do I find a new last name? I was about to head out to Colorado for a conference, and I wondered, do you think I might get a new last name there? Do you think there might be some sign waiting for me? Sure enough, there was. As I was walking in Old Town down Main Street, I happened to look up and I saw Oak Street. And it grabbed my attention and moved in my heart. I am a lover of nature and a lover of trees. And as I researched the meaning behind oak trees, they actually symbolize resilience, resistance, growth, and strength. It was meant to be. That is a perfect picture of my story. So the next day, a friend of mine came up to me and said, "Hey, Sandhya, I was hiking in the mountains yesterday, and I came across a sign that had your old last name on it. And I just wanted to tell you, I was thinking about you, and I wondered, are you ever going to change your name? Because if you do, I want to help you pay for it." What? I didn't understand. The thing about this is that I hadn't told anyone that I was considering changing my name legally. And I knew that I was moving in the right direction. So, a few months later, I found myself in a courtroom with 50 of my friends and a gavel in my hand and declaring myself Sandhya Oaks. It was a day of celebration and joy. I actually consider it my name change day. This is my name story, and I'm curious, what does your name mean? Do you know the story behind it? Are there harmful names that you need healing from and to walk away from? Thank you.